My parents humiliated me after I flew 18 hours for my sister's wedding. 3 days later, they expected me to wire them $38,000. They never saw my response coming. I spent nearly 18 hours flying from Singapore to Seattle for my younger sister's wedding. It had been almost 3 years since I'd seen my family. Between work, visa problems, and expensive flights, I missed birthdays, holidays, everything. When my sister, Ava, asked me to walk her down the aisle because Dad couldn't, I didn't hesitate. I booked the first ticket I could find. The flight cost almost $4,000. To me, family was worth every penny. But the moment I landed, everything changed. Instead of telling me to come home, Mom texted, "Go straight to the hotel." Strange, but I ignored the feeling. At the hotel reception, the employee looked confused. "Sir, your reservation was canceled yesterday." "Canceled? By who?" She showed me the record. The cancellation came from my mother's phone number. I called immediately. Mom sighed before saying the words I'd never forget. "We think it's better if you don't attend the wedding." Apparently, my future brother-in-law's relatives didn't like that I lived overseas and had never married. They thought my presence would create awkward questions. So after an 18-hour flight, thousands of dollars, and years away from home, my own parents decided strangers mattered more than their son. Called Ava. She didn't answer. Later, she texted, "I'm sorry. Mom said this was the easiest way." That message hurt more than the rejection. I spent the next 2 days wandering Seattle alone while social media filled with smiling wedding photos. There wasn't a single picture where I belonged. The next morning, I flew back to Singapore without saying goodbye. 3 days later, Dad called. After a few minutes of small talk, he finally admitted the real reason. The wedding had gone way over budget. They needed $38,000 immediately. "You'll help us, right?" I almost laughed. The same family who erased me from the wedding suddenly remembered I existed. I asked one question. "Did you remember I was family when you canceled my hotel?" Silence. Then came the pressure. Parents, relatives, uncles, aunts. Everyone said the same thing. Family helps family. Funny, nobody mentioned how family also stands beside each other on wedding day. Instead of sending money, I decided to investigate something that had bothered me for years. My late grandmother had left me a rental property in Seattle. Since I lived overseas, my parents had managed it. I hired an attorney to review the financial records. 2 weeks later, the results shocked me. Thousands of dollars in rental income had disappeared. Fake maintenance costs, missing payments. Altogether, nearly $46,000 had quietly vanished. My attorney immediately sent a legal demand for repayment. Within days, my parents somehow found every missing dollar. Interesting how quickly money appears when lawyers get involved. A week later, Dad texted again. "Can you still help with the wedding bills?" I transferred exactly $0. Instead, I emailed him a spreadsheet showing every dollar they had taken from my property. At the bottom was one sentence: "We're even." He never replied. Sometimes the biggest betrayal isn't losing money. It's realizing the people who call you family only remember you when they need something.